How you doing, everybody? I thought I'd go over my largest first aid kit, my trauma kit. Y'all have seen all my other kits, and this is the last one I have. I thought I'd go over it with you. It's the most comprehensive kit, I guess. It's pretty much has everything in it. This kit here stays generally at the house. I hardly ever take this kit around. I used to take it in my car with me a lot, but you know, it's way too big for that. So it just stays at the home, and it's the trauma kit for the house. With all these kits, you know, that I've showed you, and with this one as well, you know, you can get pre-made kits. You know, like I said in previous videos, I prefer to make my own. A lot of the stuff that's in this particular bag here came in it. This was actually one pre-made kit that I'd bought, and I've just added stuff to it over the years. So it's a good kit. So you don't have to buy anything expensive and fancy, you know, to put your first aid kits in. Put them in a Ziploc freezer bag, or you know, something like that. There's literally thousands of different types of things you can put in. You know, put them in. You know, from toolboxes to, you know, organizer bags like this. You know, medical bags. You know, you name it. You know, you can get creative and do it. This is actually one of two bags. I have another bag pretty much similar to this that is basically my refill kit. Anything that I use out of here, you know, I can get from the other bag and just refill this bag. The only thing that's not in this bag is my IV stuff. I mentioned IVs in previous videos. That's kind of in a separate little kit together, my IV bag. I've got IV fluids and, you know, stuff like that. You know, with all these kits that I've shown you, and everything we've talked about, and everything I've, you know, said in my previous videos, you know, you can have the best kit in the world, the most expensive kit in the world, but if you don't know how to use it, it's no good to you. So I urge everybody to get their training, you know, get the proper training, you know, whether it be, you know, through the Red Cross, you know, through a local technical school, or whatever the case may be. Get the proper training and learn how to use your stuff. That goes with anything, survival kits, first aid kits, anything. You know, get the training. In these kits, I may have some stuff in here that you may not have, and I've left some stuff out. I know there's you know, there's a lot of different things you can put in these kits, but this, like I said, this is kind of more of my more advanced kit, and so I thought we'd, you know, without me blabbering on, I think we'll go over this kit now. Basically, this kit I got from galls.com. It's a public safety supplier. I'll put a link over in the descriptions and stuff. And I've had this kit for several years, probably at least almost 10 years, I guess. Right now, I think if you bought this kit, the bag with the contents, now bear in mind I've added a lot of my own stuff, but they do make this particular bag with contents in it. I think it's running almost $300 right now. And you can buy the bag alone for, I think it's like $90. But there again, you know, get what you want and what fits your budget. This kit's pretty big. Like I said, it's got, on the outside, it's got a very large compartment here that goes the length of the bag. On the front, very large compartment that goes the length of the bag. And then on the other side, it also goes the length of the bag. And we'll get into the top compartment in a moment. And basically right here on the front, kind of open it up here. And I've got my blood pressure cuff. There's an adult, infant, and child blood pressure cuff. Cheap stethoscope. My other stethoscope is in one of my other kits that I got to put back in here. A glucometer for checking blood glucose. Anybody that's diabetic knows what these are. This is just one of the ones I've had. I think I got like 3 or 4 of these in different kits. But a glucometer, not something that you have to have. Those strips do expire. And then on the front of here, as you open this front little pouch up, it's kind of got 3 little pouches in here. And this is just a first responder vital signs little pad with some small bandage scissors and stuff behind there. Some splinter forceps. If I can get them out here, right here. Center pouch here got a mini mag, a knife, and then some tape, different size tape. It's like 1/2 inch. There's some 1 inch. There's also some 2-inch tape and stuff like that. And that's all really right here on the very front pocket. Stuff that a lot of times you want to get to kind of quick. We'll go over here to the side pocket on the left. Right here. Let's see what we got in here. This is kind of the airway pocket. Right in back here there's nasal pharyngeal airways with lubricating jelly. There's also a pocket face mask. Pocket face mask. There's also oral pharyngeal airways. I'm not going to go over this stuff. Yeah, that'll be a whole separate video. But any of you that are in the medical field, you know what these are for. Basically, these open your airway up and put them in your mouth, and the nasal ones to go up your nose to give you a patent airway without having to intubate, hopefully. Some bag valve masks. Adult, infant, and child bag valve masks. Those work great. They work much better than this because you're not using your own breath. You'd have to breathe into this, whereas these bag valve masks, ambu bags, they're also called, you don't have to, any of you know that. And on the strap here, good padded strap. I've got some gloves on the external. This is a pretty good bag, by the way. It's got rubber, heavy-duty rubber on the bottom, so if you set it in something wet or damp outside, your contents aren't going to get wet inside. We'll go over here to the other side. Look in this. Sorry about the camera jumping around there. One-handed here. Here's some N95 masks. SAM splint. These things are great from splinting and immobilizing limbs. These things are awesome. That one that you see, I've never opened it. Space blanket, emergency space blanket, keeping people warm. There's some biohazard bags in here. This right here is a OB kit for delivering babies. Got everything you need in there to deliver a child. There's also some burn sheets in here. And this is a little disposable cleanup kit. And it's got you can see right there, gloves, masks, biohazard waste bags, stuff like that. And your little gown. Let's snare some vomit bags. These things are great to have. Little vomit bags. Alright, I'm going to cut this right here and pick up on a part 2. Stay with me.